Hey everyone, welcome back to this channel, and in today's lesson I'm going to share with you a video featuring Geoff Charles. Geoff is a fantastic communicator, so we can learn a lot from him. He is the head of product at Ramp, and so in that video he explained how he applied first principles at his organization and how it helped it become more successful. If you're not familiar with first principles, I'll explain it in great detail. Also, as a part of this lesson, I'm going to explain some key vocabulary as well as some grammar nuances, and of course I'm going to break down the pronunciation for you. So without further ado, let's take a look at the video.
So support reports into me. And the first principle there was saying, well, every support ticket is a failure of our product. The product works perfectly. No one should ever have to contact our support team. And what better way of holding the product team accountable for support other than having support report into product?
So support reports into me, and the first principle there was saying, well, every support ticket is a failure of our product. Okay, so let's begin by defining first principles. First principles are the building blocks of the core idea. So you have your main complex idea at the top and you break it down into fundamental components. Okay, and there are several benefits that come from understanding an idea down to its core components, because now that you know and understand those components, you can rearrange them, put them in different order, or put them under scrutiny to see how each component could be at its best. To make it more concrete, let me give you an example. Here's Maria. She is a street cleaner, and Maria wants to clean streets in a more efficient way. So she analyzes the core aspects of her job, which are areas that she needs to clean and the tools that she uses. So by looking at the areas, she now identified the dirtiest parts, the dirtiest areas, and she can now allocate her time more efficiently. When she looks at the tools, now she sees that, okay, there's actually some opportunities because there's a lot of streets with paper litter, and instead of using a traditional brush or broom, she can use lightweight grabber tool. So support reports into me. By support, he means the support team, the guys who resolve customer tickets and solve customer problems. Reports into me. Now, I want you to pay attention to this preposition here, because this is not the most common preposition that goes with reports. Me personally, when I say report, I use two. I report to my boss, I report to other channels. So, and this is the most traditional and the most common way of a preposition that goes with reports. Now, I'm not saying that Geoff is wrong. He's actually also right, but there is a very little nuance that implies when you say report to report into. So let me give you an example. So when I say, so let's say A reports to B, that's just a direct communication. I report to my boss. That's it. It just I'm just communicating with my boss. I report to my boss. When he says reports into, it implies hierarchy. Okay, so you have product, and support reports into product, and let's say there is also another marketing team that also reports into product, and there's also some IT guys that also report into product. So each of these departments are separate, but they report into product, which is sort of a larger container. So their communication and work flow into a broader strategy and goal of the wider product department. So that's the main difference. If you ask me which one should you be using, I would stick to report to, because again, it's just more common. But if you come across reports into, just understand that, well, it implies hierarchy. Okay, and now let's break down the sentence. So support reports into me. Now that's quite a nice sentence, because support reports. So the first sound, s, is short, support, and then reports as well, the same thing, reports. Support reports, support reports. So support reports into me, and the first, so we cancel this D here because N is a strong sound, and we link and with the. So and the first principle there was saying, so was is short and z at the end, linking again. So was saying sounds like was saying. Well, every support ticket, there is no e, every support ticket, look at this, support ticket, stress in the first syllable. The bolded parts are the ones with the stress. Support ticket is a failure. Again, linking here, and this is not as, this is z, is a failure of r. R sounds like r, of r, and this is not f, this is v, of our product. So support reports into me, and the first principle there was saying, well, every support ticket is a failure of our product. Faster. So support reports into me, and the first principle there was saying, well, every support ticket is a failure of our product. Okay, next sentence. If the product works perfectly, no one should ever have to contact our support team. And what better way of holding the product team accountable for support other than having support report into product? I'm gonna break the vocabulary first. So to hold accountable means, in plain English, it means to blame. Let's say you are manager of a marketing department. So you are responsible for this department performance. You are the person who's gonna take all the blame. You're the person who will have to come up with the actions to fix the situation. You're responsible for something. Let's break down the sentence. If the product, if here is very short, if the product, because when you start a sentence with if, your mouth, you need to make an e sound, but because when you just start speaking, your mouth is shut. The product, and it's not too fast. If the product works perfectly, again, the word works, it's not o here, it's works perfectly. No one should ever, connection linking here, d with e, should ever have to, so linking here, have to contact, again, our sounds like our, contact our support, contact, stress in the second syllable, and what, so again, and we cancel the d, and what better, when you say better in American version, it sounds like a d, better way of holding, long o here, holding the product, short sound, the product team accountable. Again, so here's how I broke down the word accountable. Accountable. You cancel this t, there is no t here. Accountable. Listen to Geoff. This is exactly the way he says that. He said it. Accountable for support, other than having support report into product. Okay, quite a long sentence. Let's try it slowly. If the product works perfectly, no one should ever have to contact our support team. And what better way of holding the product team accountable for support other than having support report into product? Okay, faster. If the product works perfectly, no one should ever have to contact our support team. And what better way of holding the product team accountable for support other than having support report into product? lots of supports. It's like a tongue twister. Okay, I'm not sure if you feel exactly the same way by this, how I feel right now.
And the second piece was that instead of hiring, people who were focused just on resolving the ticket, we incentivized people to actually decrease number of tickets over time. And that required hiring a different breed of people.
And the second piece was that instead of hiring, people who were focused on just on resolving the ticket, we incentivized people to actually decrease number of tickets over time, and that required hiring a different breed of people. Second piece, very simple. Second piece means second part. Okay. Resolving means to fix, to find a solution, to solve something. So resolve the ticket, fix the problem. Incentivized. So incentivized is a to motivate, to encourage people to do something. In business, oftentimes, companies send people an incentive to purchase their product. So, for example, I'm not sure if I want to buy a new phone, but then, I know, Apple or Samsung sends me an email and says, hey, 20% off. That means I received an incentive of a 20% discount. So they incentivized me to buy a new phone from them. Different breed of people is just a fancy way of saying different type of people who think differently. And the second, again, the same thing as we did before. D is weak, it cancelled. So and the short, and the second piece was that same drill with the was. So was that. You cancel this th because z is a very strong sound. Was that. And the second piece was that instead of hiring, it's like one word linking here, instead of, and of sounds like v, no o, no f, of. Instead of hiring, this is very short, people who were focused just on linking here, just on resolving, this is z. So right here on the right, this is how you say it, resolving the ticket, the ticket, stress here, ticket. We incentivized people to actually, incentivized, not an easy word. So you cancel the T and you put your stress on the second syllable here. Incentivized. We incentivized people to actually, linking here, W sound, to actually decrease, because like here is a filler word. He was very quick. Like decrease, because it's not an important word at all. It shouldn't be there. Like decrease number of tickets. Decrease, decrease. Stress in the second syllable. Look at here. Decrease number of tickets over time. And that, again, same thing with and. So it's just n and nat, and when you link and with that, it's like a longer n sound there, and nat, and that required hiring a, linking here, hiring a different, so different, e here, different. Stress on the first part, there is no e here. Different. Breed of people. Okay, let's try the whole sentence together. And the second piece was that instead of hiring, people who were focused just on resolving the ticket, we incentivized people to actually decrease number of tickets over time, and that required hiring a different breed of people faster. And the second piece was that instead of hiring, people who were focused just on resolving the ticket, we incentivized people to actually decrease number of tickets over time, and that required hiring a different breed of people.
That then became, leaders in different parts of the organization as well. We could have easily just pattern matched, look at comparables, hired people who've scaled large support teams, but we've started from first principles. And the outcome of that is we have, over 400,000 users on our platform and a team of agents that's under 30.
That then became, leaders in different parts of the organization as well. We could have easily just pattern matched, look at comparables, hired people who have scaled large support teams, but we have started from first principles, and the outcome of that is we have, over 100,000 users on our platform and a team of agents that's under 30. Let's first of all explain all these words. So pattern matched, look at comparables, hired people who have scaled large support teams. Okay, pattern matched. Pattern matched is just looking at what other people do and just copy and replicate what they do. Look at comparables is look at successful competitors and again just copy what works for them. Hired people who have scaled large support teams. To scale means to grow. Okay, so in this context is bring experienced managers who have grown large support teams before. The core idea is that, okay, instead of following or thinking from first principles, we could have easily just look at what our competitors are doing and just copy that and do that. And this is what 99% of companies do. They just do things because it's what other people or companies are doing. That's all, but you need to understand that each company is different. What works for one company might not work for another, and if you're trying to create something new or innovate, it's impossible to do by just copy and pasting what other companies are doing, because it's not innovation. But when you think from first principles, you're trying to understand the core components. Once you understand them, it gives you a lot of freedom of what you can do with it, how you can improve the processes, and so on. Outcome means result. That then you focus more on the TH sound. That then became, this is quick, no. Leaders in different, we look at different before. So this is how it sounds. Stress here, different. No E here, and this one is short as well. The second E is short. Different parts of the organization as well. Always together, as well. We could have linking here, no H, av, so this sounds like av, and could is short, so look at the right, could have. We could have easily, and we'll link here as well, V with the easy. Could have easily just as always short, could have easily just pattern matched, look at, always linked together. Look is short, look at comparables, stress here, comparables, look at comparables, hired people who have scaled large support teams, but we have started from first principles, and the outcome, again linking here, N, no D, and again because we have the in front of the vowel, it's actually E, and the outcome, and it's like a long and connecting and the any outcome of that connection of that and the outcome of that is and the outcome of that is, okay, that's a very long linking. So T, when you connect it with is, sounds like a D. That is, outcome of that is, outcome of that is, outcome of that is, we have, again, another, over 400,000 users on our platform, and a team of agents that's under 30. Okay, let's now do the whole sentence. That then became, leaders in different parts of the organization as well. We could have easily just pattern matched, look at comparables, hired people who have scaled large support teams, but we have started from first principles, and the outcome of that is we have, over 400,000 users in our platform and a team of agents that's under 30. Faster. That then, okay, let's try again. That then became, leaders in different parts of the organization as well. We could have easily just pattern matched, look at comparables, hired people who have scaled large support teams, but we've started from first principles, and the outcome of that is we have, over 400,000 users in our platform and a team of agents that's under 30. And that's it for today. So I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I personally found it great because I learned a lot about the first principles. I'm definitely going to apply this at work because I love unconventional way of thinking. So yeah, let me know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe and like if you found this video useful. Have a nice day. See you in the next one.